Listen, we got one of our favorites that we do every single August. This is our Breakouts and Busts show. This is a time where we can kind of put our name on who we think is going to take the next step up and is going to outperform ADP. And then we're going to do something that we can come back to regret. We're going to say who we're maybe not drafting, but not at cost, for sure, our bust of the year. So this is a big one for us. But Matthew, you're going to start us off with a receiver that there's been a lot of talk about for breakouts, especially from his young quarterback in Michael Penix, who said everybody's aware of what Drake London is going to do this year.
It's been good. Man, Drake obviously a baller. You know, he's somebody that's going to get the ball a lot this year. He did last year as well, you know. So we definitely going to find ways to, you know, make sure he have a great season this year. And he deserving of it. You know, he puts in the work each and every day at practice, you know, not just on game days, but, you know, he take every rep serious. And that's what you appreciate as a quarterback and your receivers going 100% all the time. So.
Do you think he's a top 10 receiver in the league?
Yeah, for sure. Easy.
You feel like he gets underappreciated a little bit sometimes nationally?
He won't after this year.
Let's go.
Michael Penix with big words.
Yeah.
For your fantasy breakout.
By the way, what's he gonna say? Like, you know, the reporter's like, do you think he's a top 10 receiver in the league? What's Michael Penix gonna say?
Leading the witness.
Yeah, a little.
And his reaction was kind of like that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. But you know, I think some of the comments there were actually instructive, where he just said, oh, you know, he got the ball a lot last year. He's going to get the ball a lot this year. Like, he wasn't lying. In the 3 starts that Michael Penix Jr. made last year, Drake London had a 40% target share. Friend of the podcast, friend of the show, Detective Drake London. You know, and what you like about London's game is, and we talked about this when we interviewed him last year, is that, like, he actually works out of the slot. They've used him recently more in the slots. 47% of his targets last year came in the slot. So they're manufacturing kind of these easy touches for him. And you know what's weird is, I think I can hear some people saying, like, Drake London breakout, like, he hasn't actually broken out yet. Like, we've been waiting for it. Like, he has this top 8 pick draft capital. He's been an alpha, the number 1 wide receiver of the Falcons ever since he came in the league, but he's had inconsistent quarterback play. He had Arthur Smith as an offense coordinator. Last year, Kirk Cousins, you know, running around on like half an Achilles. In the 14 starts with Kirk Cousins, Drake London had 1 100-yard game, which is criminal to think about. Like, you know, oh, let's make sure we get Ray McLeod. So, you know, what are we doing? But in 2 of the 3 starts that Penix made, Drake London over 100 yards. I have him at wide receiver 9. I think he joins the tier this year of elite wide receiver 1s, like the guy that can be the best wide receiver on your team, which he hasn't been to date in his NFL career, Connor.
He's got the quarterback that fits the skill set, right? A guy like Michael Penix that could drive the ball outside the numbers, that will throw to receivers. As we saw in college, he would pepper Rome Odunze with targets over and over again, even when he was covered. And that fits the profile of a guy like Drake London that can make a play above the rim. Or, Jay, he could also separate at that size.
Yeah, the couple things you love about Drake London. One is the fact that he gets played in the slot so much. He's kind of in that Zach Robinson offense, kind of the potentially the 2021 Cooper Kupp role, where you're moving him all around the formation. He's getting a lot of work out of the slot, which raises his floor. And then the second thing that I really like about Drake London is he had a great year last year, statistically, and that was with a mess of a quarterback situation, a team that ran the ball a ton. And here's the thing. He didn't have a single reception of 40 yards or more last year, Drake London. There was no three-point shooting in that offense, and now they have the ultimate bomber in Michael Penix, who's going to throw it deep and I think really activate that aspect.
Yeah, just to give a stat of what you and Connor are both talking about in terms of the depth there. With Penix last year, he had a 12.7 average up per target, 12.7 ADOT, compared to like just 10 with Kirk Cousins. So, I mean, like, they are going to take deeper shots to Drake London. Darnell Mooney, too, once he gets healthy as well. I think the Falcons' offense is going to be really interesting for fantasy because I really think it's going to be those 3 guys. I think it's going to be Drake London, Mooney, and, of course, Bijan Robinson. We will see if all the Kyle Pitts buzz for the 8 billionth year in a row actually pans out. I am not there yet on Kyle Pitts, and it's one of the reasons why I am so in on Detective Drake London.
And for context of the segment, people hear Drake London, they know that's a popular name. His ADP is 21. Matthew has him 15th. That is a big difference. That's believing in the breakout, being 6 spots higher. Jay, what about you?
Somebody that takes the next, wherever he's perceived in the fantasy football industry, we are saying with these breakouts, these are people that take the next step. So again, where he's being drafted as a wide receiver 2. I say this year he's a wide receiver 1.
Jay Stabs watching live on YouTube. Hot take, honestly, Drake London could lead the league in touchdown receptions this year. I don't think that's scorching.
I don't think that's scorching.
Totally
I think that's it's not hot enough, Jay Stabs. I like it. I like the take.
All-time single-season receiving touchdowns record. Let's go to that, Jay Stabs.
Yeah, come on, Jay Stabs. If we're going to do
Randy
a
Moss
hot take,
7?
yeah, exactly. Get you predict 27 touchdowns. Now we're talking. But I do like the fact. I will say I do like the fact. We've been doing live on YouTube at noon every single day, and this year, and I like the fact that the commenters are always a big part of the show. Like the last couple of days, we've been getting a lot of hot takes. I like this hot take. I like putting your name to it or your made-up screen name. I like putting your made-up screen name to a bold prediction. So keep it up, Happy Hour Nation. Do we ever come up
That's
with
a first.
Right, we need
Happy Hour Nation.
we need a what?
It's kind of crazy. Season 4, and we
haven't come up with a
name for the audience.
Yeah.
Happy Hour attenders.
Happy Hour. We have to think of like what's the name? That's a question for the audience. What would you like to be called? Like Nation, the
Drinkers?
Groove, the
Happy Hour
Drinkers,
Drinkers?
the Drinkers, yeah, the Barflies.
The best ones will be rolled into the show, as you see with Jay Stabs on the lower. We'll get some suggestions there.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.